So Donny, I guess the value there is that what he was saying was validating the reality that people were feeling. What happened last night? This was sort of his opportunity to come out on the economy and maybe move away from calling it a hoax and invalidating the feelings of millions of Americans.
Trump's making a terrible mistake on affordability. Look, he has three choices. He could stay isolated in his bubble in Bedminster and Palm Beach. That's not a good solution. He can come out and do what he did last night and basically say, no, affordability is not an issue. It's a hoax, which insults people's intelligence. And people at the checkout line go, no, that's not true. Or what he could have done is come out and say, hey, look, it's actually leveled off. It's the same place it was when he took office. And it's a hard job. And I thought it was going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. But here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm going to do, continue to do. And just basically be direct and just show empathy. What people hate more than anything is when somebody just somehow says, no, what you're thinking and what you're feeling is not reality.
And Donny, we do this to you all the time, but like the idea of branding, a buzzword that has broken through, the word affordability has broken through in a big way. Democrats have seized upon it. I know you've counseled them not to...
And won elections.
Yeah, they've been victoriously so. I know you've counseled them not to be distracted about other things, but it seems like Trump is just unable to acknowledge that things just simply aren't perfect.
Yeah, and once again, if I was doing an ad campaign for the Democrats, I'd be doing something called Checkout Confidential. Checkout Confidential. Go on checkout lines and play the tape of Trump saying affordability is not an issue, and have people say, "Oh my God, look at the cost of my bread, look at the cost of my orange juice, look at the cost of my coffee." And once again, I think that Trump is showing that he is just not in touch. And the interesting thing that happened yesterday, and I've been talked a lot about how the Pete Hegseth thing is not a voter issue. Trump went back to the voter issue, but he dropped the football and he fumbled it. And I think it's going to be a terrible mistake for him.
So calling affordability a hoax, yelling at reporters like repeatedly, many different female reporters, calling members of Congress disgusting names, kind of reminds me of someone trying to distract from things that might be happening that perhaps Americans may not like the affordability problem, or some may see a problem with blowing up alleged drug traffickers in boats that might just be fishermen. Maybe they're too busy dealing with their own lives to see that, but maybe they see the ICE raids.
The ICE raids cut through.
Maybe they see the ICE raids and they see people getting injured, and they see people pleading for their lives, and people being taken off the street by men